disgusting. Like the president said, y'all are sick.
It's about who loves and who doesn't love the country.
Democrats, I'm never going to vote for you all.
You were never the priority. Not once. Not ever.
You put everyone but the American people first.
Hello, my friends. Welcome to the show. So glad you could be here today. Listen, we have a great show planned for you and a lot of liberal madness to get to. Now, the other night was the State of the Union, and it feels like there has been some sort of shift in the Democratic Party. A lot of people that have stood with the party for a long time felt betrayed when the president asked everyone to stand and to choose if they're with Americans or if they stand with non-Americans. And unfortunately, the Democrats, they chose to stand with the non-Americans, and that, I think, was a mistake. So this loyalty appears to have cracked, and people are starting to walk away. So let's get into it, my friends. Let's jump into that liberal pool of madness right now. So sit back, relax, and buckle up. We're about to enter the Lib Zone.
So, State of the Union address. Let's talk about it, man.
Let's do it.
Let's talk about it. Because last night it really proved that we have some serious division within our country.
Yes.
And I'm just saying this as an Army combat veteran and registered Democrat that's soon to be a Republican. And I'll say that with flying colors. So I can't even. There's no point in me staying in this party. Like, yeah, those people that advocated for that, y'all showed y'all ass last night.
Yep.
By not standing up when the president asked, hey, if you're for the American people over illegal immigrants, stand up. And y'all sat down.
Pathetic.
So y'all really proved my point that y'all don't care nothing about my black ass. Y'all don't care nothing about the black people that y'all beg for a vote for every 4 years.
Yep.
Y'all do not care.
See, last night was a pretty good example, showing that it's not just about Trump. It's about who loves and who doesn't love the country. And it was pretty much on display for everybody to see.
Democrats, you had the chance of a lifetime to let the American people know that they were first. And you epically failed last night. You let Trump play you like a fiddle. I don't care who the president is. Everyone should have stood up right then and there. When he asked the question, who comes first, the American people or illegals? All of you should have stood the up.
You would think that would be like a common sense reaction, but no. The Democrats just, I don't know. It's like they want to destroy America or something.
Democrats, you are turncoats to this country. You're sellouts. You're traitors. You put everyone but the American people first.
Yeah,
you put every country ahead of America. And last night you publicly showed your ignorance once again. Democrat voters, how does that make you feel to know that you support a party that doesn't support you? Anywho, after what we witnessed last night, no one with a brain is voting Democrat in the midterms or in any election for the foreseeable future. Let me know what you think in the comment section. I love all of you. I'm your Huckleberry.
And here's the part that really matters.
It's disgusting. Like the president said, y'all are sick. Y'all are so fixated that you can't find nothing on him in the Epstein files, probably because he's the original whistleblower, while the rest of you Democrats was running around hanging with Epstein. But that's a whole nother conversation.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to understand, man, why y'all could not stand up for my stepfather last night.
Now, just for context, his stepfather was killed by an illegal in a drunk driving incident. So this is very personal for this gentleman.
That's all I wanted to see. Just a couple of Democrats say, no, it's not right that these illegal immigrants. But y'all on the news saying illegal immigrants ain't killed no American citizens. Bitch, who
Always with the gaslighting with the Democrats.
So yeah. I'm a registered Republican, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm going to go sign up tomorrow.
Welcome to the party, my friend. It is a big tent. You are totally welcome.
The newest member of the Republican Party right here. It's clear and evident that y'all don't want to see nothing prosper under. Y'all would rather see the country tank and go into ruin under Trump, just so y'all can have media talking points to bring it up. Oh,
Yeah.
Trump failed. Oh, this, that. But anytime something happens to somebody, oh, it's staged. It's staged. Nobody tried to take him out. Charlie Kirk gets taken out. Well, his dad was a Republican. Why would a guy with a transgender girlfriend go after y'all know why y'all took Charlie Kirk out. Y'all knew he was the future president. You had to make sure that didn't happen. We got to make sure we take him out. Because if these young guys keep listening to him, none of these youngsters going to be out here protesting. But you think Charlie Kirk would have went for that? He would have been like, young people, why y'all out here protesting, man? I'm disgusted, man. I'm just disgusted. I put all this energy into this party. I let all you black liberals call me coons for the last 4 months, local artists where I live, letting these white liberal friends call me house Negroes and baby killers for my military service. Like, y'all are really some sick ass, and I'm gonna start treating you as such. Nothing less. I'm gonna treat you the same way I treated those pedophiles that I dealt with on Tuesdays and the Shia Muslims I dealt with on Thursday. I'm gonna treat y'all like them. Y'all are the real enemy of the state, and always have been. And documentation shows that since the 1800s, since 1838 of your party's inception. Y'all have always had a problem with a Negro that can speak his mind. How did 12 years a slave happen? Democrats going after black abolitionists and black Republicans, free people of color. Y'all have never liked us. And I'm starting to see that Democrats don't like a free person of color right here. Y'all don't like us.
I'm glad you finally got red pilled, my friend, because everything you're saying is totally right.
Y'all don't like us. Any black conservative, he's a coon, he's a this, he's a plantation Negro. Even though we the ones saying we don't fear white people, and y'all the ones saying y'all do fear white people. So who's really on the plantation? Y'all can't make that make sense to me. I'm done arguing. I'm done going back and forth. Y'all got it. Stay over there and be a Democratic donkey, and I'll be the black conservative elephant in the room. And you better not touch me. We don't protest, we shoot.
Me being a black woman, sometimes I get so agitated by blacks because we sit up here literally allow Democrats to gaslight us. We sit up here and literally allow Democrats to make us believe that Donald Trump is going to take things away from us because we're black and because we supposed to be, he thinks we're ignorant. No, wrong. At the end of the day, Democrats, I'm never going to vote for you all. You all didn't even stand up during the State of the Union when Trump was talking, when that girl that was killed on the subway's mother was speaking. And then you illegals that's been over here 10, 20 years think we give a damn about him giving y'all the boot back to your country. At the end of the day, it's so sad. Democrats, I'm not staying on y'all plantation anymore. I don't even live here. I live in another state, and I managed to get my birth certificate. So no, it's not about that. Blacks, stop believing everything that you hear about Donald Trump and do the work yourself. We need to get out of that ignorance and that Trump delusional syndrome and get back to common sense and let people realize that we have more sense than they think.
When the President of the United States addresses a room full of American elected government officials and says, stand if you believe that the first job in American government is protecting the American people, and you have the audacity to continue sitting and not stand, you should immediately be removed from office. Immediately be removed from office. On international television, you made it a point to smack every American in the face by saying you would rather protect people from other countries before you do the job you were elected to do in the country that you were elected to do.
After watching the State of the Union speech last night, I'm here to tell you I will never support the Democratic Party again. I'm not going to vote for a party that prioritizes foreigners over their own people. They don't think their first job is to protect American citizens first. That's why they didn't stand up for that. I mean, they didn't even stand up for the murder victims, let alone protecting American citizens. It's all about them. Yep. And people keep voting for this party. I don't know why. I mean, look what's happening in Virginia right now. Or maybe New York. He explains everything. They're making sure American citizens are bankrupt. Literally by taxing the shit out of them. Right after running on affordabilities. They did the opposite. So instead of fighting hard to reduce prices, they are fighting hard to keep the prices up. To tax Americans so they can pay illegal aliens school fees. Because that's their priorities. So I don't know why anyone will ever support a party like this. I have no clue why you guys are so dumb. These people literally told you on your face you're not a priority. You were never the priority. Not once. Not ever. I mean, look at the border. Look at how they left the border open. Wide open. To allow every criminal around the world to show up here and brutalize American citizens. And last night, they didn't stand up for none of them. They didn't have no sympathy, no pity. Only them matters. Only their feelings. Ilhan Omar was pissed off because Donald Trump was calling out a fraud that's happening in Minnesota, where they were stealing taxpayers' money to fund illegal aliens daycare, Somali illegal aliens daycare. That's all they care about, illegal aliens. They are defunding the DHS, they are defunding the Secret Service agents, and they are defunding immigration. The people that were created to protect this country and Americans, they are defunding them. That's why the government still shut down. They don't want to pass the SAVE Act because they want to cheat. They want to steal the election by allowing illegal aliens to vote. They all know we can get IDs. They don't give a about that. It's all about them.
So the question is, why are people walking away from the Democratic Party? I don't think it's just because they didn't stand at the State of the Union. I think it's a lot of different things. And part of the problem are the policies that the Democrats keep pushing, and they're just not reading the room.
So we need to, first off, abolish and prosecute ICE and DHS. And we return DHS's responsibilities to the Departments of Justice, of State, of Treasury, of Transportation, all of these responsibilities that were taken from those departments. We return them there, and we build an immigration system similar to what we had before ICE, but even better with more federal workers. We need to fully abolish and prosecute ICE. We need to repeal the Patriot Act. We need to lift refugee caps, and we need to offer complete amnesty and citizenship to any immigrant here who has not committed a violent crime. Additionally, we need trials. There is no moving forward without justice. Stern words for Greg Bovino aren't enough. Body cameras aren't enough. We need people willing to put everything on the line, not when it's politically convenient, and not have their hands in their pockets.
Democrats were sent by God. Why? Was he out of locusts? Like, that's supposed to be a cigar, but I obviously don't have one.
My loser is Gavin Newsom coming to Atlanta for Keisha Lance Bottoms. I mean, who would want to go and tell Georgians we're going to bring California values and California policies to Georgia when you're running for governor? What terrible messaging. But thank you, Gavin Newsom, for coming and leaving that terrible messaging behind in your wake.
And after the State of the Union, the Democrats, on full display of what they prioritize and what they're proud of, and I guess what they have to offer the country, I don't know. Check it out.
For weeks, social media was flooded with these wonderful patriots. Videos of unicyclers, naked bike riders, the guy in the chicken suit, and a whole lot of frogs.
And here's probably another reason why people are leaving. Look at this next clip. This lady who I am sure is an awful, but she physically reacts to the presence of President Trump and withdraws from his presence like he's got leprosy or something. It's absolutely ridiculous. And that's what they have to offer, I guess. Take a look. Well, it looks like Omar is batting 1,000 when it comes to bad decisions. Her guest at the State of the Union is the same lady that got dragged out of her car. You've all seen it. I've covered it on the show. And she started yelling at President Trump and actually, I guess, blocking people from other guests from coming into the gallery. And yeah, they removed her. I don't remember seeing any coverage, but here's part of the clip.
Is that this is an ongoing fear and threat for people around this country. What happened to me is absolutely not new in the history of this country, and we have not seen accountability that gives me any reason to believe this won't be done to somebody else. So that's what I'm thinking about today. And honestly, I'm glad that it's me sitting in that seat rather than somebody who's cheering for what happened to me.
So Grok says, yeah, this actually happened. Ilhan Omar's State of the Union guest, Aliyah Rahman, stood up during Trump's speech in the House gallery. Rules prohibit demonstrations. Capitol Police say she refused to sit and was disrupting, and blocking others, leading to her removal and arrest on unlawful conduct charges. She was hospitalized briefly for injuries claimed, of course, during the escort. Omar calls it excessive. Police cite clear ticket rules. Video matches reports multiple outlets. Okay, for multiple outlets. So, yeah. Elon is just continuously hanging with the wrong crowd.
Just in a few hours, Donald Trump is going to go to the US Congress and talk about State of the Union. He will tell a whole bunch of lies because he has failed to take care of the prices. Prices have continuously go up, making it harder for average American. Life is tough. Rents are going up. Grocery prices are going up. Trump will tell you all is well. Don't believe him.
Yeah, but you forgot to mention that you are the party that created this affordability issue, this mess that we're in, by pushing inflation to levels we haven't seen since the Great Depression. And on another note, when are we going to pass a law that says if you're not born in the United States, you cannot run for senator or any kind of leadership position in the government? When is that going to happen?
Okay, who watched the State of the Union address?
I did. Over here.
What are your thoughts? Because
I loved it.
I have a million, and none of them are very good.
Oh, of course.
I'd like to say I'm shocked, but I'm not. I felt so dirty after the whole thing.
Well, in a surprising move, and definitely was not on anybody's bingo card, the governor of Michigan, well, she actually thanked Trump for bringing business to Michigan. Let's take a look.
Michigan is open for business. New factories making batteries, cars, chips are opening in Marshall, Lake Orion, Holland, Bay City, Calumet, Hemlock, Ann Arbor, and Delta Township. A new fighter mission is coming to Selfridge Air National Guard Base in Macomb County. Probably not on the bingo card, but I want to thank President Trump for his work on this.
Yeah, it's not just policy, my friends. This insanity spills into every sector. Now, yesterday, the women were scolding the hockey team because they laughed at a joke. Oh my gosh, the world is ending. Well, now it's the guys' turn. Yay.
What the hell, guys? What are you doing? Have you laughed at that joke?
Oh no.
Come on. You're better than that.
Yeah. The orange douchebag just used the men's U.S. hockey team as a prop at the State of the Union.
Okay, and?
Yeah, that's our president.
Yeah.
This orange piece of shit grifting garbage.
Well, again, the love of the Democratic Party on full display.
The women's U.S. hockey team are heroes. The men's U.S. hockey team are an embarrassment. Disappointments.
Why?
Spoiled sports. It's another reason why women shouldn't generally trust men.
What did you say?
We're ashamed of
What?
you, and may this legacy follow you for the rest of your hockey careers.
Cracking jokes. Can I crack a joke about Jack Hughes' gigantic Grand Canyon in his mouth? Can we talk about that?
I really don't think you have room to talk about anything. Quite frankly.
If we're going tee hee ha ha for bat to bat for a second, can we laugh about that for a minute?
Hey, if you want to step away from the insanity, you can always buy a hot chocolate. The Dave Show runs on it.
Hey, just for clarification, the women's hockey thing and how the man made just a joke. The joke is that those sports don't matter as much, right? I just want to make sure I'm understanding the joke. Is it because the men are automatically better? Is it because the men?
Yeah. I think that's the harsh truth. Look, men are just more aggressive and they're more entertaining to watch than in women's sports, at least most of them. So I don't know. Maybe I'm just a misogynist. Who knows?
And matter. Like, what's funny about the joke? Like, I want to get the joke too. I want to know.
No, you don't.
I want to laugh. I want to laugh at everybody. What's the point of it? Because if you can't explain the joke, I didn't know that was funny. So maybe it is to you. Maybe the women being inferior is funny to you. But is that funny to everyone? Like, is that where the joke is? Because y'all keep saying that's just a joke. I'm trying to figure it out.
By the way, real shame for the hockey team. It's not an honor to be there for Donald Trump. I will say it. I don't really give a shit that much, but you are pawns. You are 100% pawns for the Nazi government. The fact that you're willingly participating in this song and dance implies that you don't really give a shit. You don't really see it. You'll turn around and try to hit the apolitical line and go, oh, well, it's the American government. Like, this is for America. We did it for America. It won't be read that way. It will be remembered not as fondly as you think it will be. Like those black and white photos that you see from like Nazi rallies and shit like that? This will be in history. This will not be remembered fondly if we have a future at all.
Man. You are one twisted fuck.
It's not about hockey or that they laughed at a joke. This is much bigger, my friends. And in this next clip, this is where the cultural fight really lives. I believe this mother is well on her way to indoctrinating her kid to becoming a bitter liberal when the kid grows up. But it's pretty funny at the end. Just listen to the reaction of the kid after the mother gives this big long spiel. It's pretty classic. Take a look.
So you know how we say tortilla and quesadilla instead of quesadilla or tortilla? You know how it's tortilla? The reason we say it like that is because that's how the language says it. The people who speak Spanish, who speak that language, they say tortilla. So that's why it's nice to say tortilla, right? Stop rolling your eyes at me. So instead of Hawaii, we say Hawaii because that's the way that the people.
I always say only Hawaii.
I know you do, because a lot of us do, and it's hard for mommy to change it too, but it's kind, it's considerate and kind to speak in the way that the people who speak that language do. So they say Hawaii, and we can say Hawaii to be kind because that's their home. Hawaii is not our home, it's their home. So shouldn't we say their home the right way? I love you so much. I'm confusing you. I'm so sorry. Well, you know what? The easy answer is just to be nice. And if somebody says their home is pronounced a certain way, we say it that way. Or remember we talked about boys and girls. If somebody looks like a boy, but they say that they're a girl, what do we do? We listen to what the person says. And that's very nice. Okay.
Eventually the day will come when cisgender women will learn or be forced to just accept that trans women are here. They're not going anywhere. They were going to be in your space. And until you can accept that, we're still going to just have these pointless arguments. Oh, and another thing.
Yeah.
Trans people have never asked, nor will they ever ask, for your permission to exist in this world, to exist in spaces. So get over it and cope.
Hey everyone, I didn't see the piece of shit's speech, but I heard enough little bullet points, and I just want to come on here and just say to all my trans friends and my immigrant friends and my progressive friends and friends who care about humanity and my black, brown, indigenous friends and my queer.
Wow, you got a lot of friends.
Queer friends and my friends who are in this fighting for the survival of democracy, fighting for our children's future. Thank you. You make my life better. I love you. You're so important. You're so important, and you matter so much. And you just matter, and nothing that man says matters, and nothing that moves past his lips is the truth. You are extraordinary, and you make my life bearable, and you inspire me every day.
Jeez, okay.
And I love you guys so
You sound miserable.
much, and I would do anything for you. I love
Sure.
you.
All right, my friends, it is Black History Month, and we are going to be looking at a couple of people from that community to see what they have to say. And, well, I'm just going to let you know right now that the victimhood logic, it doesn't stop. Let's take a look.
Before the end of Black History Month, I have a request. Can we
Okay.
please stop calling the biggest room in the house the master's bedroom, the master suite? Can we call it the suite, the owner's suite? Can we just let go of the whole master bedroom, master suite concept, vocab? Just get rid of it altogether.
I think the concept of resisting arrest is crazy.
Kind of like your eyes? Okay.
Because what do you mean you can get charged with pulling away from an officer? It's like if I was getting arrested and a grown man is like, put your hands behind your back, and then he pats me down and I pull away and I start getting agitated because he's rude to me, then I think it's...
He's rude to you. Like, if you're in the process of being arrested, it has nothing to do with it.
It's a reasonable, valid for me to be agitated and be irritated with said cop, said grown man, even woman. Like, you're gonna tie me up, throw me in the back of a car, and go hide me in your basement. Police station.
What?
It's like...
Wait, who's teaching this lady what happens when you go to jail? Okay.
Why isn't it a normal human response for people to be mad and to be agitated when that happens to them? And it's like, oh, here's another count for resisting arrest. It honestly just feels like an ego power move where it's like, you made this arrest difficult. It's like, I'm not... Like, if I was that person, it's like, I'm not going to make it easy for you to tie me up. You know?
So why would you expect them to, like, take it easy on you if you're actually creating more friction in the process of being arrested? That doesn't make any sense.
What I'm saying? I'm just saying.
Women.
And now, after the noise. Well, my friends, I just wanted to give you an update on Punch the Monkey. We covered him yesterday in the After the Noise segment, and it looks like he's becoming more accepted by his family or group. I'm not exactly sure what you call it, but let's take a look and see how the little guy's doing. And up next is an absolutely awesome little story. This caddy at the Masters had the chance to tee off for one shot. And, well, let's check it out and see what happened.
He's figured out that he doesn't need to swing at it as hard as he can.
Probably a good-looking practice swing.
He only needs to swing about 120 miles an hour. That's a good speed for him. Come on, look at this. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on.
Go in.
Yes, yes, yes!
All right, my friends, that is a wrap for today. And just remember, whether you're walking towards something or away from something, always make sure you're thinking for yourself. Well, listen, I appreciate you spending time with me today. And until the next episode, stay safe and have a great day.
I got nightmares in my head, I fear that the thoughts build up until I can't hear.